107.1 Traffic Jam is on your radio. That's Midnight Star. Call that one Curious. In the meantime, in between time, in the studio right about now, we got Terrance Torrence in the studio.
Terrance Torrence. Sound like I'm saying Clarence Carter, but it just goes together.
So what's really happening? What's going on?
Well, let me just for the people who are just joining us, let me tell you what the People Power is. This is where I get a chance to highlight CEOs, entrepreneurs, and the movers and shakers in the industry. Basically, people who are doing powerful things. And this young man here intrigued me so much when I saw all of his stuff, actually. I mean, I was blown away, and I'm like, why is he not like in stores? Because everything that I saw, I'm like, I gotta get one. So the biggest thing that intrigued me about him is his look. For people who don't know him, I told him, you don't even look like a designer. So, Terrance, go ahead and tell people what you told me, when I said that.
Well, when she said that, I had to let her know, when I first started designing, I always want to have a certain look. I always want to look like I came from where I'm from, which is Belgrade. So I wanted to make sure that I represented my city by keeping, when you go to Belgrade, most people will look how I look. Most guys will look like I look. So I wanted to keep the look similar. And when I went to school, I went to fashion school in Fort Lauderdale for 2 months. And everybody in there thought I sold drugs.
Oh my God. Now see, I didn't go that far.
But I was the only person in the classroom that had already started my website. I had already created my logo, and I was the only one that could actually sew.
Wow. And I actually respected the look because I think that, to me, you stay true to yourself. I don't know what a quote-unquote designer is supposed to look like, but I like it that you're like one of the hidden gems. Like, you can slay.
Thank you. I mean, but you have to just be true to yourself, and this is how I am. This is how I like to dress. I don't. If people from school, my high school, Glade Central, they know me. I always like to have on crazy type, attire. Just not. Well, they thought it was crazy, but to me, it was fashion. So I try to just be true to myself and be true to my aesthetic and my.
And you mentioned you're a Virgo, and I know they're really.
So I'm a Virgo.
Very iconic.
We are. Michael Jackson.
Oh.
The list goes on. Vince McMahon is a Virgo.
Okay. So. The most talked about dress that you did, can you tell us what it was? Because I'm not going to say it, but I want you to say it.
On the Black Lives Matter dress.
Okay. And that's the one that had Trayvon Martin.
Yeah.
So how many dreams did you have to have before you made that dress?
It's funny because I get asked that question a lot, and actually it wasn't like a dream. I just said, that'd be so dope.
Okay.
I was like, yo, that'd be dope to take, because at that time when it was a lot of killings going on with cops and it was just big in the media, I was like, this would be so dope to express on a dress. And I only been sewing since 2013, so
4 years.
I have a formal background in like t-shirt printing.
Okay.
So a lot of people know me from like Chinaman in the flea market in 45th Street, and I did a lot of that for years, and I would be the guy to make the best rest in peace t-shirt. So I was like, in a sense of this would be a good opportunity now that I'm sewing garments to give that same feel back and put it on a gown, because this is a message that needs to be expressed. And fashion is not always about bling and diamonds or a popular celebrity in your gown. It's about actually getting out a message through your garments.
Okay, so we're going to talk more about that. We're going to play a little music, but we got more with Mr. Terrance Torrence, and we are live. So, viewers,
Alrighty then, and get ready for my questions too, man. When I come up with. Get ready for that, alright? Got some Mary J. Blige, a thing called Good Love. 107.1 Traffic Jam is on your radio.
My mother will be looking at this.
Bill, that's Daddy.
Yeah, I love her. She always shows like nothing but love. Always.
Tell Torrance I'm going to get him.
Oh, I love her too. Tell her to check her messages. I just wrote her yesterday.
Oh, you can tell her. You on live.
Check your inbox. No, because my customers, they'll be having a whole conversation with me right now. I'm like, what am I saying?
Oh. Chauncey, he says, check your messages.
You don't cuss me out.
It should be okay. See, you have so many female fans. That's awesome.
Because you know that is too. I think girls, don't know. I think it's my vibe. The girls, they always vibe me real good. It's like people real with girls. Like a lot of my female friends, they always asking for advice, so I always try to
keep it true,
I'm
keep it real.
100. It can be a little too.
So you're like the fashion Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
Surely. The fashion Dr. Phil. For those that are just checking in, oh my God, my wig is doing what it wants to do. I have Mr. Terrance Torrence is in the building. I always love shade.
Oh yeah, they call me Shade. Yeah, I love her too. She's
really?
Yeah, that was like my. Yeah, Shauna. Yeah. She's like from the flea market day. Those are like people who've been like friends of mine for years. Like.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll aggravate me all day at the flea market. Like, babe, where my T-shirt at? I need my stuff done.
Man, I'm excited. I told him he got to get, when I get, some money, I'm gonna get him this.
You don't need no money. We all trying to come up. I don't need no money.
For the dress I want, I need some money. Look.
Well, I don't know if I'm gonna do it because I need to hire somebody to do this.
No,
I need to hire somebody.
No, I want you to do it. I wanted to have a Terrance Torrence exclusive edition. He's like, what is that? Yes, you should. See, Princess. He made all my shirts. She said you made all her shirts.
Yeah, I told her every day, babe, where my stuff at? Some days I won't have it. Some days I will. But every day, those are like people who support it.
And that's another thing I was going to ask you. Because people tend to want things when they want them. Like, let's say you have 100 orders. But I come to you and I'm like, listen, I need this dress tonight or tomorrow or whatever. Like,
I'm last minute, so I'm being honest. I'm so last minute. You know what? I can't.
How do you do that though? Like, just.
I deleted that. I deleted Facebook app off my thing.
Do you give a realistic expectations as far as like when is your dress gonna be made? Like how?
When I get in the mood to do it. Sewing is a lot. Like you gotta it's a thought process. You gotta go get that material. You gotta get the fabrics. I'm so mad at myself right now.
That's okay. I tagged you though, so you're on. I tagged you.
Okay, cool. What we on then?
So let me ask you. So is anything, because sometimes we have off air on air conversation. Any announcements you want to make to people right now that you know? Because sometimes when we're on air we forget. So you got anything that you? Not right now.
I'm just working on me. Like I'm just working on my aesthetic. I'm trying to. When I I'm finding what works for me, and that's just being true to myself. Into my aesthetic and what I really
107.1 Traffic Jam is on your radio. Mary J. Blige called that one Good Love right now. Avant, making good love.
Do you all have any questions for Mr. Terrance Torrence? He's in the building, so if you know, you may not be able to get him very often because he's going places, people. So you want to look. This is one-on-one. You better ask him now.
They coming with me.
They come with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would never.
So you gonna be like Hammer?
Listen, I mean, I ain't listen. I don't know about Hammer, but
because Hammer's taking everybody with him.
I can't take everybody with me, but one thing about it, somebody asks to go with me and I'm going somewhere and I can afford it, it would be hard for me to say no, especially if a person don't spend money with me.
Right.
Because I always want to remain humble. I feel like that is the most important thing. Because one thing I don't like is when people, and I have watched people. That'd be something we could talk about. I'll bring up Tory Lanez, for instance. I'll talk about Tory Lanez.
Remain humble, people. That's the big thing. I'm into that too because I've seen it too. I've seen people where I said she's so proud of you.
I'm so proud of. Listen. She always shows love. That's the thing. Like she's always been that kind of person. Like always.
That's true.
Always been that kind of person. And she keeps it real too. Like,
you keep it real, we know that.
She keeps
Shanae,
it.
She keeps it 100.
Be like, it can be one of them when she on the topic. Like, I used to be scared to like leave a comment because Shanae be like,
she'll keep it real, right?
She keep it real. I'm so mad at myself though for my out.
But that's fine, but I've known people who've actually I reached out to, and they ignored me like I was nobody, and maybe let's fast forward, they don't even have those jobs anymore, and it's like, see. You get what I'm saying? It's like you can't be that way. You have to connect to your people because you never know when the tables are going to turn.
The tables will always turn.
Yes.
The
Yes, they
tables
will.
always turn. Everything repeats itself. And if you're going longevity out here, you better be nice to people because you never know who you gonna need and who actually gonna be signing them checks.
Well, Mr. Damon Ware says that too.
You don't know
Now,
that.
on your dresses, do you have like a certain style that you design?
I can't say what I was gonna say because they probably would say it was. It's party dresses for right now, but I mean that is
Party dresses?
Yeah, because those are like, boy, they pay the bills. You know what I mean? Like this is what the women want, like right now.
Tina
Oh
says
yeah,
she's
that's
super
my
proud of you.
mom. Hey, baby, that's my mother.
Oh,
Tina
really?
raised me, yes.
Hey Tina, I didn't know you raised them.
Yes. You know how much glitter I don't left on Tina's floor? Glitter and glue and yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, that's my godmother. I love
Did you
Tina.
go live? Did you go live on his phone?
I tagged him though, so he's live.
The thing, I deleted the app off my phone. Okay.
But I tagged him, so it's on his page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like, yeah, that's dope. Yeah, that's my mother. I love
Okay, we
Tina.
got 47 seconds.
Okay, so we about to get back on. So we're about to go back on the air. We're gonna keep live, but we won't be able to talk to you for a couple minutes. So just letting you know. Okay, so he's gonna ask you something, and I'm gonna talk about the humbleness, the support too in the community.
107.1 Traffic Jam is on your radio. But making good love is what he's talking about. Once again in the studio live, we got Terrance Torrence in the studio.
Yes.
And we're going to be talking to him again. And like I said, I got some questions for you too, man.
Okay, well, I started Terrance the People Power because I wanted to give platforms to people who are doing things. How do you feel as a designer, the support system that you're given in Palm Beach County?
The support in Palm Beach County is really, really good, but most of my support comes from Belgrade. Like my hometown is really my biggest support system, and that's like Palm Beach is cool. Like I have people who definitely support me in West Palm Beach, but like the Mud City is who really support me the most out of anybody. They are buy. I don't care what I'm selling, they buying it.
Okay.
It can be anything they want it, and they consistent with it. You know what I mean? Like they are very consistent with it.
And do you like ever work with other designers, or is it like, because I know like in the makeup industry sometimes, you have a clique and sometimes it could be catty, but, for the most part, we refer, but do you ever get that with other?
I try to, it's crazy. I don't really work with designers. Like right now, I was telling you earlier, I have my friend Ken Lawrence from Project Runway. He's gonna like give me some pointers and mentor me a little bit more for this season, for
That's
prom
what's
season.
up. So he's paying
And,
forward.
Yeah, that's really cool because I was a fan of him from the show, and now like he's a friend of mine, so which is really cool.
Okay.
But yeah.
Now, Beware, you had a question, because I got a bunch of them, so I want to, I don't want you to forget over there.
No, my question is, I only heard about the prom dresses, right? What other design do you get into? We talked about little party dresses and stuff like that. I mean, I've seen some party dresses out there that kind of like show a whole lot of the body parts and stuff like that. I mean, do you get into stuff like that?
Yeah, that's my favorite type of dress to make. I don't like conservative dresses. I'm not a conservative designer. I like my women to not be so exposed, but I like a woman that is not afraid to go and take a risk. Like, just show her curves. I like thick women. I don't really care for skinny girls. It would be in my dresses. Because the type of dresses that I make.
You done got about like 30,000 more fans.
No. Because the dresses that I make require a woman to have a figure. And I don't make model type, body type dresses. I make.
So you're trying to say, skinny girls don't have a figure?
Most of them are buying a figure now. That's popular.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's cool. That's good. That when you buy the figure, then the dress will fit you better. But if you really ain't got a figure, it's gonna be hard for me to keep taking the dress in more to give it that shape.
And you get that, I'm sure, with the clientele. I'm sure is rough, especially around prom season. People are very demanding. I know you have to have a lot of patience being a designer.
Well, what's funny, I always become friends with all my prom customers. They always, because we become like a family, because they dealing with me, they cussing me out, they're stressed out, I make all my customers very stressed out. I like to push them to the edge. They be like, babe, you ain't calling me. What's going on? You ain't telling me nothing. This and that. But then when they get the product, they're like, I love it.
Have you ever did a wedding dress?
Yes, I did 2 wedding dresses. And both from my hometown. And it was really cool. And what's crazy about the first wedding dress that I did, it took my friend from Miami. She's a hairstylist. And she came over one day and she said, you know what's so crazy about you? She said, this wedding dress that you did, do you know Kanye West used this as his line? So he came out with a pearl type line. I was like, I didn't look at it that way. Like,
wow.
I didn't look at it like, you know.
We're going to talk about some celebrities that you dealt with coming up too, because I know you're a celebrity stylist.
No, I'm not. I'm not a celebrity designer. I'm a designer.
Okay. Excuse me. Well, you going back to being humble.
Sound like a businessman to me because, you know, like you said, sex sells. So he picked the design that most of the women out there is going to be spending money on. Right? So,
they want to show their goods.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Okay. All right. That's a good thing. Make the money. Don't have to like it, but make that money, man. Traffic Jam is on your radio. Got some cameo, little thing called Candy. 107.1. Skinny girls are Long Beach.
But you know what it is, like those kind of dresses, you gotta have a figure. If you ain't really got a body for those kind of dresses, they ain't really going.
Well, I tell you what. Now, celebrity, I see some big girls.
Sinead just cried.
Because I said that. Oh, Sinead's skinny.
Yes.
Sinead's skinny.
I told you so. But I see some big girls wearing some stuff they shouldn't be wearing.
That's
they
true.
showing body parts.
But listen. Why can't the big girl show her stuff?
I'm not
and
saying
also
that
too,
everything is not for everybody.
Listen, my mother says that all the time. She says, "Oh my God, everything ain't for everybody." My thing is sometimes, and now if you were like a little too out there, then you're right. It's too much. But I love to see anybody that's confident in something.
Well, those people
because
they like attention. They like attention.
No.
Sinead, why are you crying?
No. Sinead ain't skinny like that. Sinead ain't bony like she ain't skinny.
Right.
Sinead's not skinny. She ain't bony. She know what I mean when I say skinny. I mean like a stick.
And I think it's important for women to like accentuate. Well, like everyone has an asset. Like for example, you know, I always say God don't give you everything. You know, you have the girls with big tops and no bottom.
That's true.
You have the girls with big bottoms, no top. And like you said, unless you're buying it, you usually don't come with both. It's like, it's one of them, you got to give and take. So I think when you wear things that accent, you know, whatever you are blessed at, then you good. But like you wear a mermaid dress and you don't have butt, it kind of makes it.
Yeah, you can have all the curves in the world, but you ain't got no butt.
Right.
So
you shouldn't wear a mermaid dress.
no, you should. Listen,
really?
I believe that we have to start.
Okay, no booty girls, you can wear a mermaid dress. Terrance Torrence said it. Yeah, Sinead, you skinny thick.
Yeah, Sinead is skinny. Sinead, I don't know why she even crying. She knows she's not skinny. She know what I mean by it.
Right. I know what you mean. Like bony.
When it's like, when my mannequin got more booty than you, then that's a problem. Because if my mannequin got more booty than you, then I gotta sit here and take this in more. I just find it more difficult when a girl is too skinny for my kind of dresses. When a girl got a shape, it just fills out.
So the guys, they can just be like, it don't matter, like, right? They can.
See, I'm trying to get back into more guy stuff. I focus too much into women's clothing.
So what do you have a certain? Okay, so when you think about men's clothing, do you have a certain body shape for men? Like, cause
you can't be too muscular.
Okay.
You can't be too muscular because too muscular can be a little too old for the clothing.
Laura Bell saying, "Babe."
I love that. That's my sister right there. Like, I love her. Like,
you tell her you love what she said.
I love her. She knows that. Like, when I tell you, it was men. Listen, because I call her fat. So it was men fat every day. Like, in school, that was like my go-to girl. Like, every day we'd be on the phone. Like, what we be wearing the next day. We be trying to put our clothes together.
Oh, really?
Like,
Okay.
she has supported me through everything.
Everything. That's what's up, Laura Bell. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So the guy clothes. Not too masculine, kind of like a medium build.
I like, for myself, I love playing around with unisex type clothes. I love things that a guy normally won't wear, but I will wear it and make it look masculine. So I have a look for my rock star guy, which I would say you have to be a rock star to wear some things.
Okay.
Then I have a stuff for like my streetwear. I want to get back into like this right here. I want to be able to partner up with like a Forever 21 or H&M and design streetwear clothing. You know what I mean? Like for the person that's like a 13 to 20, older than 20, older than 30. Like who cares? Like as long as it looks cool.
You must be young.
Well, yeah, I'm I'm real young. I'm like 22.
You so silly.
I'm 22 years old. 22. I'm a black don't crack.
That's what some black do.
Because you let it. But if you go to Nordstrom's and get some Lemire, it'll bring it back to life.
Get some Crisco ready, old school. Grease it up.
No. But this right here, you're going to have to go spend some money.
Okay. Well, yeah. But that's like that always money. We said one order, just share the video. Oh, she's sharing the video.
Oh.
And Shanae saying that's my baby mama. I don't know who that is.
I'm everybody, like, you know how many kids I have? No, for real.
God gives.
Like, no, if I was everybody, like, listen, because these are my baby mamas for real. This is true.
So you don't have any kids though?
No, I don't like kids.
And you want? Well, how you gonna put up with Blue Ivy?
That's somebody else's kid. I got nieces and nephews. I love my sisters and brothers' kids.
I like Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac out of there, right?
Not for right now. I mean, kids is a lifestyle.
No, and you're gonna be a traveling man. That's gonna be.
Kids age you fast.
Yep. And so do bad relationships.
That too, but you can get out of a relationship. You can get out your kids.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Look, some of them now you can get out. Some of these crazy people now, they be like, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere.
Well, the most thing right now is the focus is on kids. You know that. Like kids, like I said, from like 6 all the way up, those are the ones you need to watch. They know a whole lot.
Yeah, kids are very intelligent now these days.
So you want to get into kids' clothing too?
You know, those millennium babies.
From start to finish, how long does it take to make a dress?
You know what? I'm gonna come to your house. Why you ask me that question? You know,
well, for the other people.
For the other people. All depends. All depends on the vibe. It all depends on the vibe that I'm in to make it. I can make a dress in an hour. I can make a dress in 6 hours. It all depends on the detail of the dress.
Okay.
Something really quick, something really fast. But then it can take up a long time because I would stop. I would listen to music. I would have wine. I would smoke hookah.
Now I saw something that you did with a jacket and it lit up.
Oh my God, yes. That's for Love and Hip Hop. It's a guy on there that's Katrina's cousin. He's a rapper on there. And his name is Bobby Lights. And he hit me up. He was like, yo, I want a jacket. I want to light up. I said, yo, that's what I like doing.
Okay.
I said, just get the fabric. We went and got the fabric. He sent me the lights. And I was actually in Jacksonville. I had to go to Tampa to drop a dress off. And he filmed on Wednesday. I was in Tampa on Monday. So I had to go to Tampa way back to do that jacket in a day.
You just put this because of music.
And I got it done in a day, which was pretty cool. So it's gonna be on Love and Hip Hop on Miami.
Okay, Love and Hip Hop Miami. He's some of his stuff gonna be.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what. And let me tell you.
Let people on the air now too.
Well, yeah, when we get on the air, yeah. And I call you a celebrity, so I know you're being humble, but you still are. You still are.
No.
You still are.
Cause
you still are. You've done stuff for celebrities. You still are.
But some people feel that way.
You still are.
Until they reach where they want to reach.
Well, yeah, but he still is.
no, I'm not. I'm a designer.
You designer who's worked with
my stuff. I think that sounds better.
Yeah, but listen, I'm gonna give you your credit where credit is due, only because we don't get it too often.
No, we don't. But at the same time, a lot of people, words like that can mess with people. It's like a spirit thing.
Well, I know what you're saying. You get intimidated.
People will start believing something. People tell me all the time, "Oh, you celebrity designer, you done." I have done stuff right in my mother's garage for celebrities. You know what I mean? Like, to me, I'm still in my mother's garage. Not no more, but at that time,
right.
You know what I mean? Like,
he's modest. Yes, he is.
You know what I mean?
Is.
Like, if you want to get somewhere in life, I go through like spiritual things all the time. I'm always studying religion. I'm always studying, you know.
That's a good thing.
107.1 Traffic Jam is on your radio. Once again, we got Terrance Torrence in the studio, and all you skinny girls out there, y'all can call a radio
You're
station.
so
Please
wrong.
make me a dress too. You know, let me know that you got that figure out there too. Okay. Hit him up on Facebook.
All he
and,
said
send
was,
some
if
pictures
a
and
mannequin
stuff.
has more booty, we have a problem.
Yeah.
So, you know, I keep trying to throw this celebrity on you, and I just love it because you're humble. So we were talking about the importance of being humble and just in life, not in the industry, but just in life. So just can you elaborate on that so people who are listening?
I'm basically saying like this, being humble. I was around Tory Lanez when he was coming up.
Mm-hmm.
I knew mutual friends with Tory Lanez, and long story short, he came to the studio to record with Trina one night,
Mm-hmm.
and I was there. And mind you, I remember Tory Lanez before he was Tory Lanez, like before the world, you know, was
Mm-hmm.
vibing to his music. And now this guy come back, he got successful music on the chart, and he was still humble to come over to speak and still recognize
Mm-hmm.
me and still be in that same, you know, like, what up, bro? Not
Right.
seeing you like that. And it's like, you know what? I've been around a lot of celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people don't know. That even though I have not worked with a lot of celebrities, I have been in rooms
Mm-hmm.
with a lot of celebrities. Like, my first time in LA, I had dinner with Suge Knight.
Wow.
My first time in LA.
And I met Tupac. Oh, yeah.
So
yeah,
it went Tupac, and
Right.
like in an instance of, I had to call my mother. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
Mom, I partied with Suge Knight last night. Like, she was like, this is why I pay your insurance every month.
Well,
In a sense, you know, because you just never know why you're around people, and being humble, you don't want to like feel like you're above anybody.
and that's true.
Because if everybody go to tell them, oh, you're a celebrity designer, you this and that, y'all expect a lot out of me. If you tell me that, you'll be like, well, why you ain't driving that certain car? Why you ain't living in that certain house?
Right.
Listen, I hustle every day. I'm a hustler.
And
No.
and we were talking about that too, that you're actually being an entrepreneur. This is your lifestyle. This is what
Mm-hmm.
you depend on. So, you know, the importance of your clients living up to their part too, because I mean, your industry is not easy. You have to be a people pleaser.
Mm-hmm.
People do want miracles. Sometimes they might see something like, I don't know, like with me, for example, with makeup. Sometimes they'll show me a picture and it's like, I want this, and you're looking at their face like, ooh, like
The
your
money,
facial
though, like,
structures.
people do that all the time. They'll send you pictures of like dresses that they want. It's like, these are like Kim K 5, 10,000, 15,000. I can't do that, but I can do
Right.
this. Is what we can do. We
Okay.
can do this. We can't do that, but we can do this. Because see, one, I don't have the patience and the time to do this. Like Kim
Mm-hmm.
K dressmaker took 30 Asian people to work on that one dress.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like when you at a certain level, you ain't designing your own stuff. You send it to manufacturers and they do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm doing this hands on. So it's kind of like that type of thing where you want to just remain humble. I don't ever want to feel like I'm above nobody.
Okay, so even though you're still, you know, you're humble and celebrity, can you just kind of tell people who you work with, just to, you know?
Well, the first major star I worked with was Trina. That was like a dream for me. I used to always want to work with Trina. Like in high school, I used to always say, one day I'm gonna work with Trina.
Diamond Princess.
And yeah, I love Trina, and that happened. I have done stuff with Remy Ma. I have did a headpiece for Nicki Minaj before. I have worked with it goes on.
The Lil Kim, right?
Little Kim.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people I have done stuff for.
And you've been around people, so
Yeah, I have been around a lot of people on a lot of personal, not just IG type situations, like one-on-one in their house, maybe chilling with them, and you know, on by the pool and riding their car, just vibing with them.
and you're gonna be around a lot more people.
Yeah, but you know what I want to be around a lot more of? Creative people. I'm looking for a different energy. I want to be around a bunch of creative people. I want to feed off their energy.
Yeah.
I want to be around a lot of creators.
Let me ask you a question. You said most of your supporters are from Belgrade, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how can you get the whole Palm Beach County behind
No,
you?
no, I know. I get customers from all over. Like I get customers from everywhere. But it's something about my home team. I don't care if they see something in a magazine, whatever. They're gonna always
But that's Belgrade. I mean,
Yeah.
they're always going to support.
support.
their own.
Yeah. We do.
Belgrade is
We
like that, you know.
Yeah, we do. Palm Beach. I mean, we talk about Palm Beach because I don't think Palm Beach ever been a support system with anybody in Palm Beach. I mean, I know rappers in Palm Beach that had to move other places just to get a bigger buzz. When you know, like Kodak Black, he's from Pompano, but his city helped him become
Exactly.
Kodak Black. You know what I mean? So they stood by him. They went to his shows. People here are not gonna do that.
And it's funny, like you said that, because you have some very, 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 very talented people. So it's not the talent that causes people not to go to the next level. I think, like you said, it's that
We
that
have-
crab and the.
We have beautiful people here. We have beautiful people in Palm Beach, and they don't really. People always have that stigma of you have to go to Miami, you have to be in Miami, and I try to tell people all the time, Miami
or Atlanta.
Miami is a devil's playground. Like Miami comes with a lot of hate.
Okay, so we're gonna talk a little bit more.
Alrighty then. I'm not gonna talk about Palm Beach because they've been supporting me for years, and Delray, Boynton Beach, and Belgrade people, they all support each other. I mean, they stick together like that. I love that about those three counties right there.
Okay.
107.1 Traffic Jam is on your radio. Belgrade, Delray, Boynton.
Yeah.
The party people.
Yeah.
A lot of my customers are from Delray.
Yeah.
Boynton.
And Boynton, that's funny because mine. So I had a letter today from Delray and Boynton.
Okay, so we back to y'all now. If y'all have any questions for Mr. Terrance Torrence, start typing.
Well, yeah, like that. Something about Palm Beach has always been a.
Palm Beach they don't really support their own. They'll support other people.
Yeah.
But they don't support their own.
Yeah.
And I can't say that about me because they've supported me for years. You know, I watch them grow up from little kids all the way up to dad and all the way up to grandpa, to grandma. You know?
But I don't want to. I want to say on the air, like, I want people to think like Palm Beach is a big support system. But I have certain people in Palm Beach. You know what I mean? When as a whole they don't.
Yeah, well, everybody don't.
And you saying it now because this is gonna go.
Oh yeah, like, as a whole they don't. Like as a whole.
But you know, I don't know whether it's because when you really look at it, a lot of people from Palm Beach are not even from Palm Beach. So that makes sense. You know, they moved here from other places. When I noticed, because I'm from Boston originally, like even though I've been here a long time, but
you got a lot of people from Belgrade moved over here.
Yeah, that's true.
But they moved to like Royal Farms and Wellesley out there. A lot of them out there.
It's kind of like
they work in Palm Beach.
But yeah, I mean, rappers. Oh my God, I can name at least 10 that should have made it out of here. And I'm not sure what has caused that or.
But with me, I try not to be placed in a like I have to be like local or on the sense of I'm a designer. I design for anybody.
Exactly.
If you in Dubai and you want to buy something, I'm a Dubai designer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And everybody's
I'm not
been
like
going
a
up.
person that, but I do have to always make sure that if I get far in this business, that I make sure people know that I love where I'm from. Like I love everything about my hometown. I do. It's really dope.
Yeah. But like I said, this is why I wanted to do this because.
That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. Always support your hometown.
And the humbleness that you have is superb. Love it.
I don't know. I think everybody ain't gonna be humble. But
No. Oh, please. Oh. I could tell you just quotes and stories that I've heard people say, and I'm thinking, your phone was just off last week. Like, really? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be that way. You should be always approachable. And yeah, you have to discern it because you can't be. It's one of those fine things. You can't be like overly friendly with everybody because doesn't have your best interests. You know what I'm saying? Some people might come into your world just to wreak havoc. The spirits that are sent to you just to destroy your whole world. So you have to discern it. But at the same time, it's like we're all people. You know, you never know when that person like. I laugh at all the time. I say, you never know who plays scratch off. You never know who plays lottery. Like, they might not be able to afford you one day. And next week, they hit the lottery and be like, well, you remember you didn't want to work with me when last week when I was...
I don't never... People may say, like, oh, he don't check his inbox. Well, I really don't. Only because, like, I be trying to do, like, 1,000 things. So, like, when I get to my inbox, I try to help him get to it and get out. I have, like, anxiety. Even since I'm, like...
So when he ignores his inbox people, he's really not being rude. He's busy. He's doing everything.
Everybody who knows me know like I'm not being rude. They know how I am. It's like call me and they say, "Babe, you don't pick up the phone." It probably be like, "Cause I be trying to do." I can't wait till I get to where you gotta do a lot of stuff no more.
But I mean, if you're actually working in designing, that does take it takes focus.
It's a focus thing. Like I don't make my customers go get their own material. That's what they don't. A lot of times they don't appreciate. I give out great prices, and I don't require them to do much. But come get it. Like, I don't...
Now, you require a deposit, obviously.
Yeah, deposit, yeah.
Okay. And then usually when you're finished and they pay... Okay.
Pay, yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Because people, like, sometimes they don't look at it like, I've probably been in Miami, like, in traffic all day trying to get your one material. Because I'm the kind of person, if I say I'm going to do something, and I say I'm going to do it, I do it. Especially if you pay me, too. If you ain't left me no money, don't get mad if you don't get done. But if you pay me,
be like, I called you, but calling you is different than actually booking you for
you can
service.
cash out me. You can send it to my bank account. You can I can PayPal it. I can send you an invoice. You can do that. I'm a little too greasy on this one. My hair is greasy.
No, you're fine. You're fine. But yeah, Anthony McKenzie, what's going on? Your phone's been ringing.
Oh, my friends listen to me in Atlanta.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, they listen to me.
Online. Yep. That's the beauty of being online.
That's dope.
That's worldwide. They can
dope.
listen to you worldwide. I'm going next week, so.
I love Atlanta.
I'm going to say this. Out of all the people we had on the show, we had the most people online.
Followers.
Listening to the radio online.
That's dope. That's dope. Because people normally, when you tell them you got something positive going on, they don't.
I know.
Like, they really don't. You know what I mean?
Most of them go to the website. Online.
And it's just crazy how we attracted to negativity. I personally never understood it. And at one time it was getting so bad, I was like, I'm gonna delete everybody who share fight videos, because I'm like the degrading thing. But when your Black Lives Matter went viral and I heard about it, I'm like, see, that's what's up, because it was so great. Even the people that probably didn't want to share, they couldn't help it, because it was just that.
Who didn't want to share, but
it's just that
I didn't want them to share because of me. That's the thing. I did not make that dress for any type of fame, any type of fortune. I made that dress because it was simply art. It was art. It was a message that I delivered, and people took it and they did with it.
Did Trayvon's mom say?
Yeah, she was really. It was I went to his foundation, which was weird. Not weird in a bad way, but it was weird because I was running kind of late and I got to Miami. I ain't had nothing to put
This
on.
is before you made it or after you made it?
After I made it.
Okay.
And I was running so late, and I got there and I got around all those cameras. I saw like. It didn't really hit me how powerful that dress was until I got there to see all those parents. And them women was crying and in tears, and I was like, I stood outside for the whole time. I couldn't take it. I said, I should have brought my mother with me. Because it was one of those things, this is serious. This is really not just, this is a problem we really got. Like, this needs to be on TV.
So how many faces did you actually have on the dress?
I never counted.
Really?
Because I had a deadline for that dress. Like I had promised a young lady to wear this dress, and she came for another dress, and I told her like, this is my idea, and I promised her this dress, and it's like I had not even got the material. I didn't even get my print done.
Oh wow.
And when you actually doing your research and you are adding people to the dress, you realize that you could be adding forever.
It's that bad.
If you don't stop at a certain point.
Wow.
How many is gonna be too many? Which is sad. And me, I love Google, so I'm always like Googling everything. So when you Google their stories and like how they actually made it to be on the dress, it's like, oh my god, this is crazy.
So you had Sandra Bland on there too?
Yeah.
Sandra Bland.
Yeah.
Wow. But that was crazy. Oh, we gotta talk about what time is it for you?
6:42.
Okay, because we were talking about the Tupac.
That's definitely against Tupac.
Okay.
Tupac has definitely been like a big influence on me.
Did you see the movie?
I had to.
I loved it personally. I know it got a lot of.
He did the movie though. Poor direction. If John Singleton would have directed that movie, classic.
I think they covered what they could. I think the songs choices were great. It's just to me with Tupac though, it's such a sensitive thing for me. I don't think that they could really do much with 2 hours because he was so much to contain. I think they had to keep it more entertaining and factual. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what though?
Like they could have done a 4-hour documentary.
I wanted like we need to get into that. We're gonna talk about Tupac because Tupac actually plays a lot in that. Something that I wanted to talk about on the radio about.
I saw he was on, the actor was on Wendy Williams, and I didn't realize they were doing this movie for like 6 years. And he was a DirecTV guy. He worked for DirecTV. But I thought it was so awesome because I'm like, you know what? You know how people say really come from nothing to something? For you to play such an iconic role, and you're a cable guy. Like I thought that you didn't have any acting training. you mean, you look like him, you talk like him, but I thought that was just like, it was kind of like, ended to you.
I didn't like the movie though.
You didn't
I like the movie because it's Tupac and.
But I mean, as an actor though, you think for a first time actor,
listen, he did amazing. It was the direction of the movie. I felt like I was watching a movie through a movie.
Right.
It wasn't like if John Singleton would have directed. I hope I'm saying this name right.
Yeah.
If he would have directed that movie, it would have been on another level because the details in it would have been. It would have been more deep, like Biggie movie. Biggie movie was detailed. It was okay. You saw Get Out? The movie Get Out?
Yes.
They call that movie a low budget movie, but that movie is so beautiful. How they just like how it's.
Oh yeah, it was low budget. I mean, they made a ton of money off it.
It was directed like that director. He knew how to take the basic room and bring you into that room. He knew, like when the guy first took him out on the street. And if you see how beautiful the street light was and everything, you fell right into that movie.
Yeah, it was an amazing movie.
It was like I'm watching like something that VH1 could have put out.
I just love the movie. I think because I'm just,
you
see no wrong. It's like I see no wrong. Like I was totally blind to detail. And I'm a production person. I have a degree in film and television. I think I just got so caught up because he looked so like, you see those movies. You're like, I know they ain't try him like that. I know they ain't try him like that.
Listen,
but I couldn't
Tupac
say that
had
with him.
Versace underwear, the new Versace underwear. I'd never seen a picture of Tupac with Versace underwear. And I feel like it's the little.
I wouldn't even call that.
Virgos, we are detailed. You send a Virgo, like my friends do, they'll send me a picture and they'll say, how does this picture look, baby? And
the average girl looking at his ass and the Thug Life on his stomach.
No, I'm looking at the detail. Why would y'all put Tupac in Versace underwear? That's modern.
Right.
Those would not be. Right. I hate when things like that cross
paths. Out of order.
Yeah, like who was doing that? Who thought of that? Like,
see, he's so talented. He's going far. He has magic hands. His Black Lives Matter is phenomenal. He deserves to go far and bless. Oh.
Thank you so much.
Look.
Thank you so much.
He don't lie.
I'm like so shy. Like, thank you so much.
He's shy, people.
I'm very shy.
They're Team Virgo. I don't know what they mean.
Virgo? He's a Virgo. So
they say Team Virgo.
I mean, for everyone else who's a Virgo, they understand. Team Virgo. Like, I'm a Cancer, so if I say something off, I'll be like, my Cancer's no Team Cancer.
Where your sign? Where's your sign?
Taurus.
I don't really know much about Taurus, though.
They're very bullheaded. They love money.
True. Leos love money too. Leos love the
stubborn.
You married?
I would say bullheaded.
I say bullheaded.
You married?
They're never gonna say bullheaded.
Where's your wife? What's her sign? Your wife sign.
Taurus.
Two Taurus? Lord Jesus.
Can't get it on inside.
That's why we've been together so long.
They understand.
Yeah. He dating himself. So we got 3.
We know how to make things work.
Yeah, I mean, y'all can definitely understand each other.
So after this? Okay, we got 3 things we want to get out of the way.
Let's definitely get into that Tupac.
Okay.
Because I have something that I definitely want to put out there in the universe.
Okay.
.107.1 Traffic Jam is on your radio. That is Babyface, We Got Love. You know, they don't make songs like that anymore.
That's okay.
That new school stuff, man.
Well, we got love.
When y'all grow up and say, this is what we used to listen to, and y'all kids gonna say, what is that?
Exactly, right? That's true.
What is that?
Well, we can actually understand what they're saying versus the music now. But, you know, speaking of We Got Love, we both have a mutual love, Terrance and I, for Mr. Tupac. So we were talking about him online, off air. So, yeah, what you got to say about Tupac, Mr. Terrance Torrence?
Growing up, I was a Biggie fan. Like, I was always to music. I didn't really listen to a lot of Tupac growing up, but I mean, I listened to it. And as I got older and did a lot of research, he was very influential, like with fashion. I'm saying that word wrong. I'll be stuttering.
No, influential. That's
But,
no, you said it right.
I looked at a documentary. It's called Fresh, and on that documentary, Carl Kanai, which used to run Urban Fashion, he went to Tupac one day and he was like, "Yo, I want you to model my stuff. I don't really have a lot of money to pay you, whatever." And Tupac told him like, "No, you're a black brother. You're coming up. I'm gonna do it for free." And Tupac said he wanted more black, designers and more black people to be able to be bosses. And I feel like in the culture we are right now, the culture that we're in right now, we're in these stores and we're spending all this money on these labels and Ferragamo and Hermes and Margielas, and we liking this stuff. And if you walk into the average store, they look at you crazy. They want to know, do you rap or do you sell drugs? So I feel
or
like,
follow you.
I feel like not telling nobody to spend money with me, that's not what I'm never requesting. But I love, like right now, Black China is using a guy, That'll Be Vintage out in Fort Lauderdale, Miami.
Okay.
And I see him all the time in the fabric store. I watch him grow into his business, and right now he's booming in his business, and I love his work. And I love the fact that Black China is wearing all his stuff because we need more black people to wear our brands. We need more black people to support black designers, and we go out and we spend all this money on this Louis, and they people.
You hear that, Michelle Obama? Wear some Terrance Torrence.
Yeah, not saying she got to wear Terrance Torrence, but it's a lot of great black. A lot of great black designers that are certified in this business, and I feel like we need to start spending money with our own kind. Let's get one of our people names in those malls, in those stores. Because when you buy right now what's his name, not Marc Jacob. What's that Marc Jacob bottle win the word? No. My mother loved it. What is it? Not Marc Jacobs, but
that's gonna roll. Look,
what
you buy your wife? Beware what?
I'm out of that.
It's not Marc Jacob. What is it?
I'm not into all that designer
stuff. It's
stuff.
a lot of Michael Kors. Michael Kors just
Michael
bought
Kors.
Jimmy
Michael
Choo
was
for
first,
like billions of dollars. I'm like, okay, how did Michael Kors buy Jimmy Choo? And it's like, okay, I get it. Because so many black women was buying Michael Kors. That's how he got that much money to, buy this kind of. It's like, can we get like a black designer? Like, can we start getting like people of our skin tone and like support ourselves? We need to support black businesses. Like, I don't care if you cook at your house, if you do hair, if you do makeup, spend money with your people sometime. Like, stop. And then too, respect your people, because people have this thing where they feel like, well, I take my money other places because black people are not professional enough. And I always said it right here. You want a person to be professional, you be professional.
You said the
because
gospel, brother.
A lot of times people will go to people's jobs and stuff like that, and they're coming up with an attitude, and black people, as black people, we like, you come to my job with attitude, I'm going to give your attitude back. And then you're like, oh, see, that's why I spend my money, because no, the Chinese people going to take it because they just want your money. They don't care nothing about you. I mean, you leave up out of it, they talking about you. Right.
And even the thing of this, too, a lot of times is like when you do deal with people in your own race, sometimes they feel like, well, you should give me a discount because you are black, or I should get a discount. But if you went into any store, like you said, you named them, you're not getting a discount. You're gonna pay. You're gonna pay top dollar. You're gonna leave that store and you're gonna love it. But when it comes to us, they feel sometimes, and we do have to stop it. We're kind of like our own enemies when it comes to that.
We got to stop being, and that's what I want to stand for. Like, I want to grow my business. I want my business to grow, and I always want to give back to communities. And
your business will grow.
I'm
speaking that into existence.
Well, here's the thing, because black people can preach like that for 1,000 years, and we still be in the same position. But what we have to do as black people is start watching other people instead of watching us on what we're trying to do, because when you start watching people that's not doing anything, you're wasting time trying to make it to the next level because you're watching the wrong thing.
I don't like to watch. I barely follow designers unless they're like top designers. I feel like anybody that's doing what I'm doing, I don't need to be watching you, because you're doing something similar to what I'm doing, and that's not going to motivate me to, you know what I mean? Because it's only so much I can do with some sequence material. For me, I'm looking to be more creative. I want to get to my aesthetic. I want to find what is my purpose. I want to put out what I vision. And like that Black Lives Matter, that went worldwide sensation, but I knew it was because that was art. And you only can appreciate art. Like, that's true. You can't knock it.
So I'm going to need a Tupac dress.
Like, I get
So let me just real quick, because we do call us a people power, and I ask everybody on the show this. What do you think your superpower would be? Or you got choices. What would you think your superpower is? Or if you could give a power away to somebody, like people, what kind of power would you give them?
It wouldn't be a power. I just wish we all could eat. I wish everybody can just do the simplest thing, that's have a plate of food. It's not power, but it's just something. I
You
feel
mean
like,
literally eat?
literally food, because
Okay.
I look at, sometimes I'll be depressed and I'll be like, why are you depressed? There's somebody right now right in Jamaica that don't even got clean running water. So it's kind of like one of them things where you got to humble yourself and be like, yo, I ain't doing great, but I ain't doing that bad. You know what I mean?
Right.
I just wish everybody can have equalness for everybody. If that is even a word.
Equality.
Like,
So the power of equality.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a power, and that's
We shouldn't be above. Nobody is, because it's like this way. If I cut you and you got $1 zillion, billion, whatever,
it doesn't matter.
and you're gonna bleed the same color red as me,
Yeah.
and when you die, you can't take none of that money with you.
Amen.
So that don't make you no better than me. You know what I mean? So
And you're with one of the most humble people in Palm Beach County. This man here, he's a billionaire. He don't even act like it.
Yeah, that's how you keep your money. It's Jewish. You don't spend a dime. Don't spend nothing. Have all the money.
Yes.
What you got to do is walk around with a shield in front of you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all nonsense and ignorance and all that stuff just bounce off.
Because I don't praise
Ignore
none of that. I don't. I'm not a person that likes to see people fight.
Drama.
I hate it because I know what other people are saying about us when they watch those fights. You can just
Find somebody that's doing something good. Follow that person, watch that person, be around that person, and you can take it to the next level.
Yep. That positivity.
Saying that, we're going to get up out of here, man.
That's
Nice having you coming in, man.
Thank you so much.
All right. Traffic Jam is on your radio, 107.1.
See ya.
I'm gonna come on phone right.
And it's a wrap. You did wonderful.
Really dope.
No, you're really dope.
That was really dope.
See, we're going to give hugs. Look, see, celebrity.
Really dope. And I wanted to buy you flowers too. So,
Oh.
No, I did. I was running kind of late. I was like, yo, do I have time to run to Publix and grab her some flowers?
But you are a flower.
Oh, that's dope. Look at it that way. But
Flowers.
you know what? I like being in the rooms with flowers. I like
Right.
when I sew, I have to sew with flowers. See that right there?
Who's that?
That's my wife.
Oh, okay.
That's what keeps me focused. She tell me when I'm doing something wrong. Sometimes I don't believe her.
Hey, Karia. Hey,
Come back and
Nikisha.
say, you know,
Hey, Aize.
It's dope.
So look, anything you want to say to anybody, just
And don't
get it
call
out.
my phone right now just because y'all
Can
see
you
me
turn
up here.
Beware. Can you turn it down a little bit because this is different. Just
I know my friends
any
about to call
any
me.
final words.
Don't call my phone right now because I'm still gonna go home now and get back to work. I have to finish this late stuff, so I know everybody about this. I'm finna call your phone right now 'cause I know you on my phone. But that's pretty much it.
Okay. Well, it's been good. Thank you, Terrance Torrence, for blessing me with his presence. And we're going to take a picture. So when this guy becomes as big as the universe, I will be like, I did an interview with Mr. Terrance Torrence. So I'm humbled by the experience. Thank you for watching, and we will see you all later.
You're gonna be